on different paths. What they're okay with is not what you're okay with. What you're into is not what they're into. And that's okay. There's something else to this part, another part of it. It says you or they are a second option, second place. That's the most important thing too. You're chopping them in, and this is really saying, don't feel the need to explain yourself because they know what they're doing. People have placed you in a second place situation. You were always a second option. And this is not just romantic. This is friendship. This is family. It was in their mind. I'm talking to a collective who was very dependable, who was very accessible, where people just knew where you were and, oh, he ain't doing nothing. They ain't got nothing going. You know, they just felt like you will always be there. You would always be there, and you would always be that connection for them, whether it's romantically, sexually, whatever, you fill in the blank here. And they never gave you what you were giving them or what you deserved, only what they felt like they needed to keep you around. So they will, as you begin to, honor yourself and really stay grounded and release your concerns and worry about that stuff, that's when they're going to be like, oh, why are you doing this? And it's going to feel different for them because they're not used to this version of you. So they're going to feel like you're being funny and all this stuff. They're going to want you to explain things that they already know. They know what they've done and they know what they're doing. The explanation part of it all is so that they can feel like, okay, at least you still care. At least they want to feel like they have some type of the end. And if they got an end, it's like, oh, I can explain it away. Oh, I can find a way to get what I want. Now that I'm present and aware, now that I realize this is something, you know what I'm saying? I still want to connect to it because when they were doing them, they wasn't worried about you. You was the second, third, fourth option. They was worried, well, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, fill in the blank there. And they're going to try to make it seem like it wasn't intentional unless it was. And it doesn't mean it's malicious, but it was a choice. And I'm not always there with you when you call, but I'm always on time. This speaks about your destiny, your purpose, and your guardian angels coming in to remind you to stay focused on that, okay? These connections were really distractions, okay? They were never going with you. They were never going with you because they are not willing to do the things that you're willing to do to get to the places you're about to go. And that's just the truth. You can't do it for them, okay? There's no amount of inspiration and things that you're going to do that's going to make someone else make a decision they don't want to make. And access to you is only convenient for them. Does that make sense? They're never going to do the things that they know they need to do in order to meet you where you are. They are just going to keep making excuses about why they can't. But the reality is they can. They're just choosing not to with you because you've never required them to. And with that, that is the message for today, okay? As always, I'm wishing you nothing but peace, prosperity, abundance, health, and wealth at this moment and every moment. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Today was a long reading, but necessary, okay? Until next time, peace, happy healing.